Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice from It's a Crime and Shame. There will not be a live tonight, just so you know. Normally we have a live scheduled for Sunday night, but there will not be a live tonight, but I will be putting out this video. So yesterday, ICML brought it to the attention of many about Joseph Morris, the YouTube channel that faked the audio and used the audio from a whole different event and then manipulated the Daily Mail. And so he went on in his video to show exactly what had happened.
Why this was fabricated, like we have the original source of the audio, and we have to talk about some things with regards to Joseph Morris, a YouTuber that came out with some audio yesterday that he claimed a neighbor released. I didn't want to have to talk about this or get into this, but this is pretty despicable. Okay, what happened here yesterday? And the reason I feel like we need to talk about this, and I got to take you through multiple things, so you're gonna have to watch this whole video. And he's done this before. It's not the first time, with the Gabby Petito case and Brian Laundrie, where he took old video and put it out as new. And the one of the big gripes that I have about doing this on this case is that, one, people could be watching this guy's videos thinking it's real, calling police, calling FBI, blowing up the tip line because of this supposed fake audio. Not only was the audio taken from somewhere else and put out as the neighbor released this audio, this article that he has here was fabricated.
I will leave ICML's link to the description of the video for those of you who have not watched it, where he outs Joseph Morris. As for Joseph Morris, he took down his video, rightfully so, for all the backlash that he took for manipulating audio and manipulating an article, using an audio from a totally different scenario on the internet, and going in to manipulate the HTML of an article at their own benefit and gain to himself. How could you do such a thing, Joseph? How could you stoop to such low levels? The only thing that can even remotely answer that is greed and self-serving purposes. To use your platform, which you're trying to contrive it that it's supposed to be about helping others, bringing awareness, well, you can tell that that's not what you're about. Obviously, you need to stoop to the depths of the lowest form of life in order to create content and make up stuff and recreate events that didn't even happen to your own benefit and at the expense of the parents and the children of these murdered victims. When you sit here, Joseph, and you look at these grieving parents that have not only lost a son, but their siblings have lost one of their triplets. And these people are suffering. And while they're suffering, to your own benefit, you're trying to gain views, subscribers, and recognition for bringing out false, fake news created by yourself, created by you solely, that intended to manipulate your audience and anyone that's seen your channel, your video, that you justifiably so needed to bring down. To sit there and literally manipulate audio that's not even from what happened to the Idaho 4, and then to manipulate an article in the newspaper while these people are grieving. I hope that anyone that sees this video shares it far and wide. And I hope that anyone of your relatives that's related to you that sees this realizes to what level that you will do to gain off of somebody else's sadness and grief. I urge you, please give this video a like and a share, and bring awareness to channels that are literally trying to benefit off the grief of others. Because if you can't believe the content that they're putting out, and they're creating their own lies and fabrication for self-gain, what are you supposed to believe in anything then that they put out when they purposely try to manipulate the fabrication of an audio and an article? It's people like exactly what this channel is trying to do, is giving the true crime community a bad name. Because there's people like this channel and a lot of other channels that are in it for the right reasons, for caring, and that their channels will grow because of being genuine caring and are truly there to bring awareness to others. And then there's channels like yours that will literally take away and try to gain off of it through lying.
I want to be able to have justice first.
It's not something you ever expect to hear, ever. Like the call we took from our kids who were there, and you just expect to outlive your kids. Honestly, I don't know. We're just trying to process it. It's not a call that you think that you're going to have to speak with the funeral home directors and the FBI and have it hit national news. I mean, we're more concerned, Ethan was a triplet, and that's a big thing. There's a couple of things. Ethan was a triplet, and that's the most important thing for us, because we have these other two kids that are very impacted by this, and they need to be lifted up and cared for. And I think the other thing that's important to us is the reason why we've agreed to do this is, number one, you're local. And number two, it's important for us to get Ethan's story out. We don't really want anybody else representing him. And it's hard to have people speaking on his behalf. So we think it's best for us to do this. First things, that came to me is that our life has literally taken a left turn. And I don't know how that's going to affect us, but we will not let this sink us or sink our kids. Because if anything, they have to go on and shine Ethan's bright light on their own.
So while somebody's life is taking a left turn, somebody's trying to take a right turn by manipulating an audio that's from a whole different event and manipulating a news article. While I was watching his channel yesterday, when Joseph did have that one up, he was acting like, this is really coming from, this sounds like it's coming some sort of from a domestic thing. And then just the facials that he was making as he was pretending to listen to the audio. Disgusting. I hope you guys feel as angry as I do that someone would actually stoop to these levels off of this nationwide case where there's already enough going on. And then this channel wants to add more and lies and deception. I would really like it, honestly, if charges were brought against you for interference of the investigation, because that was providing false information and content that spreads rapidly through the social media, all because you created that for your own selfish needs. Take care, everyone. You guys have a blessed night.